Hello my students, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Today I'm coming to you with a topic about master's degrees, and we're going to talk about advantages and disadvantages of studying master's degree in the UK. If you're watching this video, you're most probably thinking about studying masters in the UK. Everything what I'm going to be sharing today is from my own experience and experience of other people that I've seen around me. So everyone will have a different experience, obviously. But hopefully all of these tips will be universal and they will help you make a decision about your own life and your own step you might take. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions regarding studying in the UK or studying bachelor's or master's. I'm happy to answer. And if you're still here, please click subscribe and like this video if you're gonna like it at the end. Thank you. So let's get started. Let's start with advantages. What did I like about studying masters in the UK? So I've studied at Anglia Ruskin University and I did consumer psychology. That was Masters of Science. I really enjoyed it. Your experience will be directly related to the university that you will go to. Obviously, more prestigious universities, more requirement to study, to perform, to achieve. And what I found is that I didn't go to the best university. I didn't go to the most prestigious university in the ranking, as you can see. It wasn't anything as high as Cambridge or Oxford. But I've decided to go to Anglia Ruskin just because I felt like I could do something outside, not just study, because master is way more intense than bachelor's. We all know that. The further you go up in education, the harder it will be, the more difficult it will be. But what I was focused on was my education, but also my development. So I moved to Cambridge to study, and that's where Anglia Ruskin is, the main campus. And I've decided to study there because of the environment, because of Cambridge. I love Cambridge and I love the atmosphere. So when you're choosing university, look not only at the rankings but also at the environment. And studying master's degree, and the biggest advantage of it is that it's helping you to develop your career academically. Remember that, of course, I'm going to be connecting so many things here because it's all related. Your education is directly connected with your experience, and that's why you can get a job after studying. The advantage of master's degree, coming to the point, the advantage of master's degree is that it helps you get where you want to be in the future, but without the additional things like experience, work experience, some networking, meeting new people. And I'm literally talking about these things in my other videos if you want to take a look. Without all of these things, your career might not be as best as you think it will. So choosing masters, it will help you in your career, obviously, your CV, your self-development, but remember about the environment that you're going to go into. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it didn't and if you want any clarification, but obviously I've recorded so many videos about development during university, so just go take a look at them because they're really, really useful, believe me. Another advantage of studying master's degree in the UK is that you meet so many people from around the world, from everywhere, literally. So I was sharing a house, so I was renting a house during my master's, and I was sharing with many nationalities. So we've had a person from Vietnam, a girl from Russia, we had Slovakia, we had Bulgaria, we had Poland, of course, England. Previously in my student accommodation I was sharing with many other countries, so you will be faced with diversity and different nationalities, which is amazing. Not only for the networking purposes, but for your personal relationship and making friends. So masters and a year abroad is gonna be so beneficial. If you're just thinking about studying masters, so coming in to study and going back to your country, that will still grow you and develop you as a person. The next thing is language. So if you're coming from abroad and you're international or EU student, you will naturally have to learn English because the degree will be in English. You will learn a new language. You will develop confidence, listening skills and communication skills. So many skills and so many transferable skills that you will use in the future. Next thing is a unique certification that you will get, especially with a year abroad. all year abroad, or even moving in and out from your country for a year or so, it will be beneficial for you, as I said, not only academically but also personally. And you will definitely stand out from the crowd with a British University certificate. And the last advantage that I could think of is the lifetime experience. It's a life-changing experience for sure. You will get lots. You will have, as I'm gonna mention in disadvantages, you will experience different emotions, different struggles, hardships. You'll be crying from sadness, but also crying from happiness. So you'll get all range of emotions, and I think that's beautiful. Even though it's quite sad, but I still think it is beautiful. Moving on to disadvantages now. It might be more expensive than you think. So, money. It might be more expensive to study in the UK than in your own country. For example, in my country, degrees are free. I don't need to pay for it. Here, I need to pay around £7,500, up to 12, up to £24,000. It depends if it's 1 year or 2 years. It depends if you're international or EU. It depends on the course, but mainly the ranges from 7,000 to 24,000-ish £1,000. All of this money is just the tuition fee money, so not including rent, food, insurance if you have to travel, any bills, savings, social life, traveling. All of these things are not included. So you need to budget a little bit more, think if you can afford it, if you have to take a loan. Obviously you can have a student finance if you will be eligible, so take a look at the student finance website. I'm gonna leave it down below so you can take a look. So the Student Finance England increased their payments for masters, and it's up to £11,836 for a entire loan. So you can cover it if you're, let's say, if your tuition fee is £7,000. So if you want to get the entire loan of £11,800, you'll be left with £4,836 if your tuition fee is £7,000, if that makes sense. So you get this money on your bank account, and you get a direct debit connected to the university to pay tuition fee. So don't worry about the student finance a bit, because everything will be explained to you then. But ideally sit down and calculate your budget and see if you can afford living here, or if you can find a part-time or full-time job. It depends on your life really. I was working part-time during my masters and it was passable. I did 20 hours a week, and you can take a look at my video where I talk about how much I was earning and what the job was about, and how I did connect it with studying, so you can take a look at that as well. Next disadvantage will be definitely homesickness. I know it's 1 or 2 years abroad, but if you don't have a family here in the UK, you might struggle. Again, it's a personal thing. If you're not so close with your family, you'll be more fine, but everyone is experiencing it at some point, and it is normal, so there's nothing to be anxious about. Everyone is experiencing it. All students are on the same boat, especially international students. So ideally create a community, you know, talk to people, take part in societies, go out, meet people, and you can create the sense of family in the community. When I was on my masters, we kind of had this community at home. When we were sharing with a few people in house, we did feel like a family. We were celebrating each other's birthdays, and we had some evenings with music and going out. So that was quite nice. If you will find a couple of people like that, I think it's gonna be easier for you to survive these years. The next thing is that if you're coming from abroad here to study straight away, it might take you some time to get used to the language and the new culture. And if the course is 1 year, for example, mine was 12 months. So because I went straight from bachelor's to master's, it was easier for me, the transition, because I've already studied in English. But if you haven't, then it's gonna take a little bit more time for you to get used to writing and academic writing in English, and just speaking with people if you think your English skills are not at this level where they should be. So just make sure you prepare yourself for the academic English before you come here. So listen to YouTube, take some courses if you need to, or chat with someone in English regularly. Listen. Listening is the most important thing when it comes to gaining the accent. You know what I mean? Just surround yourself with the culture and the language if possible. Another disadvantage is that you will be leaving your family and friends, so you might miss out on some celebrations, some weddings or birthdays. So you'll miss out on some social life back home, but that's okay because you'll come out from it stronger, believe me. And the last disadvantage, well, disadvantage in a way, is that you will be responsible for your own life. You will be independent. You will have to cook, clean, do laundry, learn how to take care of yourself, how to do shopping, and connect everything together. So work, study, do some additional things if you want to develop yourself more, get extra work experience or anything like this. You'll be on your own. That's the biggest life lesson you can get out of it. So it is actually a disadvantage because it's painful, but it's an advantage because it grows you as a person. So for me, masters was great. It was really hard. I was crying a lot. I had some health issues because of stress and everything that was going on. But actually, it was the best time because I've met great people that I'm still in contact with. I got amazing certification, I got work experience, and I've started my YouTube channel. And I feel like it was just such a fruitful time, even though all of these challenges and stress and yeah, it was hard, but it was definitely worth it. So if you're still thinking about studying masters, I hope all of these points kind of explained you both sides. Obviously there are so many positives, but don't forget that there are negatives and you need to think about them all, you know? Be rational, don't make fast decisions and regret it later. Do budgeting, sit down and think if you can afford it. See if you're eligible for the student loan, otherwise it's gonna be hard for you. Unless you've got some budget to spend, totally fine. But if not, be rational about the decision. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Just comment down below and I'm happy to answer. Please like and subscribe, it's gonna help me grow massively, so thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh, one more thing. If you're a student to be and you're struggling with the decision whether you want to be in a student accommodation or renting, I've created an ebook, a step-by-step guide of student accommodation and renting. So if you want to take a look at it, here is a QR code, or there's a link down below with a PDF document, so just download it. It's all free. Hope it's gonna make it easy for you. You can print out the checklist at the end, so it's gonna be even easier for you to go step by step and what to do when renting as a student. That's it. Hope you're gonna have a wonderful day and thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.